Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of Black with Strat Time Report, and let's take a look, see what we got going on here. So, SPY does go 212 inside day to the downside, still handling inside week and still handling inside month, so not the end of the world. But one of the things we always want to look for is combinations. If the one thing triggers, what else will that trigger? So, if you look at here on the 60 SPY, you see this 2 up, and then we come in this morning, boom, 2-2 reversal here, 2 up, 2 down. And if that works, that triggers the inside day, which it did. Now you got a new 60. Tries to firm up a little bit here. You can see this hammer. So we'll see what we want to do with that. If you go to QQQ, and Qs we know were a little weaker by taking out Friday's lows yesterday. Still handling inside week though, and still handling inside month, and a whole bunch of earnings coming along. But what we look also for is similarities here, and you can see this too. Spiked up right at the bell last night, and then boom, 2-2 reversal, and down she goes. The Dow Jones Diamonds, a little firmer, but slightly working on that inside day, but still handily inside week, inside month. We're going to finally finish off these inside monthers. And trying to go 2 down, 2 up on the 60 here. Diamonds showing a little bit more relative strength. So 2 down by taking out the lows. Now we got a new 60, so for the next hour, Diamonds above 318.41 where you are right now is a 2-2 reversal on the 60 back up, and as a matter of fact that's a 3-2-2 because this was an outside bar right here. 3-2-2 back up. So we'll see if they try and bring these things back up. A lot of things pretty heavy though. If we go to the small cappers, and the small cappers still handily inside day, doing nothing, inside week or inside month, but you can see this rev strat here on the 60 inside bar, 2 down, trying to rev strat here to the back upside, 2-2 reversal here, over 179.47 for the next hour. So we'll see how that goes, because it's a little sparse on the upside, but they're starting to turn around here. IBB, they've been coming into this pretty good, and we talked about this in the nightly vid last night. The 3 outside bar, 2 down, the 3-2-2, and that's starting to kick in a little bit because it's one of the few of the sectors that's above last month's highs, and we know that. Still stuck on the week a bit, but you got stuff like Amgen coming up here, taking out last week's highs. All these guys up into here, still handling inside months like most things, but also inside day to the upside, Amgen. And then if you were watching that, you get the directional 60 here, inside 60 to the upside, and even had it 31st, 30 right there, inside 30, and off she goes. Amgen coming up, BIIB here, and BIIB on the daily, the 3-2-2, back up she goes, and potentially the 3-3 weaker if you can take that stuff out, but we'll see. If we go to SGN, and SGen coming up off the inside day right here. Nice day, and if that works, it triggers the 2 down, 2 up reversal on the weekly. Full time frame continuity back to the upside. Nice run here off this 30. Still going, SGen. We go to VRTX. Amgen goes to the highs. VRTX, inside day. The 3-1-2, and off she goes, and here you can see the rev strat 30. Inside, 2 down, boom, and off she goes. VRTX. It's also in the macro list of hammer counter shooter on the year, so good one for VRTX. They're also coming into that defensive posture again. XLU still going, and so one of the things we look for on a Tuesday is the follow through from Monday, which you're getting here, and that's also a 2-2 reversal on the week. The hammer down, the 2 up. Doji on the month not doing much, but it just tells us defensive posture and a little bit of XLP here. Gaps down and now trying to fight back. So we know this weekly is just a nightmare in here, so you got to be careful on that. I think Pepsi just went to the highs. How's that doing? Yeah, not too much over there. We're going to McDonald's. McDonald's having a nice day here. 2 up. Boom. And off she goes outside week. And back above that inside monthly hammer is McDonald's having a nice little day. This market's still trying to firm up on the new 60s, and like we're looking at here in the SPY, 2-2 reversal on the 30. 2 down, 2 up onto the new 60, and if that works, Going to try and take that 2-2 reversal off the 60 hammer. If you go to the downside, you know, they're getting spooked here on some of the earnings, and so we know the Walmart gap down, but now comes back a little bit. So this is what you look for in the gapper list. The 2 down, the inside, the reversal back up, 2-1-2 style. So that's firming up just a tad over there. We did have like Palo Alto and some of these cyber names really getting waxed. And Palo Alto having all sorts of troubles off the inside week to the downside. Still handling inside month though, but you know, we're running out of month, and we can see how that sets up because this is still in force for the rest of the week. And so you can see they smoked this thing pretty hard. And you've got stuff like FTNT coming down inside week to the downside as well, setting up that shooter for the month. And like I said, they hit them pretty hard and pretty fast here, so you had to go down to some smaller time frames to get in on these boys. CrowdStrike and CrowdStrike 2 up by taking out the highs of last week, 2 down, boom, down she goes. And if that works, it's setting up the RevStrat month, 1, 2 up and coming right back down. So we'll see if that sets up again for us. If you were down on a 30, could have gotten this inside 30 here directionally to the downside. If we go to Meta, buddy, earnings coming out tomorrow. Some of these guys getting spooked. And Meta, RevStrat week here. The 1, 2, bam. So they're getting kind of spooking them here, like you're coming into the earnings, and that holds this gap lower here, down on a Monday and down again on a Tuesday. So we'll see if that sets up again for us. Was that 60? Once again, right there on that opening, had to hit it right out the chute. Still handily an inside month, but much closer to taking that out. But we have earnings tomorrow, so we'll see. Speaking of earnings, Microsoft coming out today. These guys are getting a little spooked in front of these earnings. Inside week to the downside. Still handily inside month. Earnings coming, but you can see right out the chute, they're getting a little spooked, right? Still coming in front of these things. If we go to IAC. And IAC also taking an inside week to the downside. Here in the month, you can see this. Took out the highs. That's a 2-2 reversal on the month and back into these lows. Having all sorts of trouble in here, and then you had on your 30s. Just an inside 30 here. And this was inside 30 as well to the downside. So we'll see if there's more to come of that. Taking these guys out, and, some exhaustion risk by going into the recent lows. If we go to Lulu. And Lulu, potential RevStrat week if they want to keep hitting this thing here. Because there's an inside week, then it pokes up. And so taking this out would get Lulu in more trouble here below this. 283.04, all right? And you're coming back to the previous range, which is what we like because we know we're going to stop guys out in here, all right? And here it was the nice 2 down by taking out the low. 2 up, and then boom, 2, 2, 2, and right down, back down goes Lulu. We go to Tesla. And Tesla still handling inside week, but potential RevStrat month there because you had the 1 inside and you poke up, but then you come back down. You got some distance to take this out. But one of the things you look for when things occur matters. This was Friday. It was a 2 up, but it was red and closer to taking this out. So when you came in yesterday, 2 up, 2 down reversal on the daily to start the week, and then they followed through on a Tuesday. So Tesla having some problems here so far. If we go to Tractor Supply, more retail, and Tractor Supply, the 3-2 weaker, outside week by taking out both sides, and then this buying was rejected up in here and still getting rejected. And that gave us the outside month, inside, outside. And trying to firm up just a tad here now, but we'll see if that sets up again. All right, see if this market's going to start backing off again. You got CRM. CrowdStrike to the lows. CRM off the inside 60 right here. All right, still an inside week. So we'll see if that gets uglier and takes that out. But once again, you can see here on Friday, 2 up but red. You come in Monday, 2-2 reversal, 2 up, 2 down, and then we're going to see if they follow through on a Tuesday. They did, following through, hitting CRM. If we go to Google, and Google just went inside and down on the 60 here, inside 60 and down slightly. We got earnings coming out tonight, and 2-month inside pattern here, but one of the things we've talked about was this outside bar here, this inside day, right? And our magnitude was to take this out. Just took a couple extra days, 105.73, but it certainly did it. So we'll see. Earnings coming out after the bell tonight. If we go to ServiceNow, going after that week. So having a rough morning, as you can see in here. And one of the things you look for in that 30 is here, the shooter counter's hammer, right there. 2 down, 2 up, boom, down she goes, and that's a reversal. And then you can look to add, when you have this inside 30, continuation, down, inside, down to this thing. All right, market's starting to back off again a little bit. If we go to TWLO, another one from Friday. 2 up by taking out the highs. 2 down reversal on a Monday, and then a follow through on a Tuesday. If that works, you can go after this week. Here. I'm sorry, this is ServiceNow again. So going after that. But TWLO. There you go. Okay, so that's taking out a shooter. 2 up, 2 down on the week. A little tight on this thing, but a lot of this tack is just getting somewhat mutilated here, so we'll see. Because you also got Adobe. The 3-2 to start off the week, and then the following one on Tuesday. And it gets worse. It would rev strat the week here below 374.01. And so we'll see if there's anything more comes of that. If we go to Coinbase, Bitcoin getting hit again. And Coinbase coming down. This gets a little bit worse. This would be rev strat week below here. 1, 2 up, 2 down, below 56.69. You're almost there right now. We'll see if that sets up for you. Here was your inside 30. Now, the next 30, if this closes out here and doesn't go outside, you'd have a 2 up and then potentially the 2 reversal back down on the 30 to keep an eye on. And that tells you to look at all the Bitcoiners, your MSTRs and whatnot. MSTR having a rough day, so we'll see. And also potential rev strat week for the inside week, the 2 up and the 2 down, and that would be below here, 224.25. If we go to TSE, and TSE having all sorts of trouble here, and you can see this. You hear me say triangle out. Here it was on the 2 down, 2 up, 2 up, and then anybody who gets stops here, here, and here gets taken out on this 2-2 reversal 30. 2 up, 2 down, and boom, back down she goes. Full time frame continuity to the downside. So an inside week. 2-2 reversal week. Boom. Right there. Take them down. I was talking, we had a really good power hour last night, and I was being asked about continuity entries. And so what that means is here is this thing's going to have continuity to the downside, and we know when and a weekly signal. When it gaps down in here, you can see this wick here, shadow. As soon as it goes back red, you can hit it right there. Boom. Take her down. If we go to XLE, energy's having some issues, and you can see this potential outside day here, right? Potential 3-day. Now, I've been choppy on the weekly a bit, but here you can see gaps up on the 30, 2 up, 2 down reversal, then the 2-1-2 continuation, all right? So the thing about these things, we want to see how all of them are setting up like this. Potential to 3-2-2 for a power August, but right now backing off, so we'll see if that continues. Market backing off here. If you go back to the SPY, once again 30 up and potential 2-2-30 right back down. How's the 15er looking? There's a new 15, so we'll see if that triggers that or goes to the 30. Other than that, we got CAR coming down, but now it's starting to recover a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on those new 30s. Like I said, a lot of tech getting hit. They're getting spooked in front of a bunch of earnings, so we'll see if that continues into the afternoon. Energy weakness, strength in the IBB for right now, and XLU. All right, that's going to do it for them. Russ with this. Mr. Black. Strat Time Report.